Wait, what? Oh my god. Chat, I'm excited. Tomorrow we're gonna work on something open source for Cloudflare. We're gonna make a worker native Prometheus exporter for Cloudflare metrics. It's gonna be sick. Yo, Stolen Gin is so good. Tell me this song is not just an absolute vibe. I don't remember what I was doing yesterday. Oh yeah, we were adding the queue. Start the server. That handle Twitch notification. Bro, it's such a good song. I'm about to play this whole album. So this Prometheus exporter we're gonna work on tomorrow, it has like 50 runtime metrics from Cloudflare, and I think what we're gonna do is we're going to architect it in a way that there's a coordinator durable object, and then because workers runtimes have like this outgoing, they have this limitation of outgoing. Let me see here. Where this you can have basically like 6 outgoing open connections at one time. The runtime will queue them in the background, but that means if you do something like a if they what was I gonna say? If you do something like promise.all with like let's say you make 100 upstream network requests or downstream, I guess in this case, the runtime will execute 6 of them, and then when a request closes, the next one will go. So you have like this kind of like queued concurrency rather than full concurrency. So for something like a Prometheus exporter for metrics, when that refreshes, you want to get like those metrics at the same time, that same time window, right? But if you were to do this all in one worker and like or durable object and like iterate over your metrics and make those calls, like you're gonna get like kind of this weird latency. So what we're gonna do is basically partition every metric into its own durable object, and we're gonna have all of those durable objects running on their own timers. So every 30 or 60 seconds, they refresh and then push to a coordinating DO that has an aggregate of all the metrics. And then when a request comes in for metrics, it's gonna hit like slash metrics. That's gonna hit the DO, pull the fresh metrics. It's gonna be chef's kiss. I'm excited. It's gonna be cool. LTT. I don't know what LTT is, which is probably proving your point right now. Are we really starting with crap? We are. It's a bop, all right? We're only going to leak our credentials one time today. That's how good of a day it's going to be.
speaks the gospel of the camel. I speak the gospel of the dunes. The sand is in my veins. Come ride a camel with me today.
All right. So we have this handle Twitch notification. We try to parse it from JSON.
Speaks the gospel of the camel. I speak the gospel of the dunes. The sand is in my veins. Come ride a camel with me today.
All right, let's see here. Handle channel point redemptions event. We want to send that to the queue. Are we currently logging? I think this is actually working. If we do a console.log here and we do a yasan.stringify, payload result null to, we get that when we see chats come in. There we go. Anders is straight now. It's crazy. Suddenly into women. Can't believe how that happened. My walls are not black. My walls are actually dark blue, but they look black. It looks brown from here. That's all right. It's I promise it's navy blue. All right, so that's working. Theoretically, I think. Where did we leave? I don't remember what we were doing yesterday. Oh yeah, we were fighting the result type unioning problem. Oh yeah, we got about an hour until the sun's in the camera. All right, so we should at least be able to get this thing into a queue. So let's come over here, and we should do return const result equals await handle Twitch notification. That will be payload result dot value dot event and queue. What? Oh, we're just doing that part there too? Okay, that's fine with me. I'm imagining Anders singing this morning. It really was. Whenever I end up starting a company, Anders will be my head of support engineering, day one. There will be no customers to service, but he'll be there. Head of vibes? I wouldn't go that far. Listen, Anders, just because you're a gay man does not mean you have immaculate vibes, all right? So we can pass our queue in, which will be c.m.queue. c.m.queue, and we'll say if result.isError. We can now match on this error. We can be like, yo dog, switch result.error.tag. We can do one of these guys, and we can get a little case action where we can handle each of these. And we can come into here and we can say return c.new response. Actually, c Yasom. Just team up CEO. Better vibes than me. That's probably fair. That's probably true. I think they should honestly do a documentary for the domains team, like they did for like React and Vite and like all those technologies. I think that would be hilarious. Invalid. Invalid. Oh my. Invalid. Event body, I guess. Invalid event YSON. YSON. This will probably be like, what's status code? We should blame this on the user, right? So we'll say 400. Yo, I'm not gonna lie. This song's kind of fire. Song's kind of fire. I'm a big fan of musical playlists. Dum 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 dum. What the hell just happened? Result.error .tag dot. Are we really doing throat code right now? Error publishing event to Quayu. Unimplemented. Welcome to my chat audience, Loki Abu. This is what you get when you come here. I can't help it. I gave them controls over the music, and this is what they do. Event name, channel chat message. We can ignore channel chat message, right? If that comes in. I know there's just like some viewer that was watching my stream silently and never chatting, like making breakfast, getting ready for work in the mornings, and like had to take their kids to school, and then Anders started joining and playing this song, and they had to stop watching me forever. All right, so that should be working. So we should see, let's check Cloudflare dashboard to make sure that we got our queue provision correctly. All right, so we should see some stuff start rolling in when we do that looks like it happened. So that means we should see a item in this queue. My turtleneck sweater. This is hooked up, right? The man I had sex. The man I had sex. So just a delay between the dashboard and that event happening. So we're not seeing that come through. Handle channel point redemption. Return result unimplemented. Are we not getting that? I wonder if we didn't subscribe to that yet. I bet we didn't subscribe to it. So we gotta come over to our script. Subscribe. It's gonna be in scripts. Create, yeah, we gotta do this. And we wanna create a subscription, basically what we're doing here. We'll come up here and we'll say await twerple.eventsub.create subscription. And we're going to create a subscription to Twitch event subscriptions custom word redemption ad. Yeah. And we're going to have to look up the event for this. Let's see here, Twitch, Helix API. And we want event sub. And I want a reference of events. And we want
functions
channel
describe the world.
Points custom rewards ad. I think. Viewers redeemed a custom channel points. Yeah. That's what we want. All right, so version 1. So it's going to be wait. What a surprise, Cloudflare is Bucky. No, we just skill issued ourselves as normal. Okay. Let's look at here. This needs to be version 1, and it needs a condition. You can hide that. Broadcaster user ID, and that will be m.twitch broadcaster ID. And then we want this right here. Yoink that, paste that there, uncomment this. We're gonna run this and subscribe to that. Let's say buns, scripts, create event subscription. Okay, so that should be subscribed now. And we should be able to like go and redeem that action and see that hit the queue now. I think we saw, okay, here dog. Here dog is right. Dylan, tell Cloudflare to hire me, Kate, thanks. I know you all are hiring Toronto, but not sure if it's remote. Lol. Hope you're having a great day. Did you already apply? Okay, we should have that in our queue now. What are we getting ready to like? Feel like we're in Mordor right now. Working the mines of Moria. Cloudflare has been good. Cloudflare's been very good. I think it's a good fit for me. It's away from Anders, so how bad could it be? Oh my god. Clean shot. Dude, the song's a bop. I'm taking a screenshot of this paper cut. I try to fix paper cuts in the dashboard once a day. And today, the paper cut I'm fixing is that tooltip being covered. Okay, where was that dashboard? I want to get out of this because I don't want to leak that. See this? That is what we're gonna fix right there. Oh, the dick. Whatever. Hovering, hides tooltip. Go throw that in my paper cuts document, and we'll fix that when I get started. I can't see, that drives me crazy. So we should be getting items to this queue. I don't know why we're not. Average messages ingested. I wonder if I want to get to the docs for queues. Normally we have like a link to docs. Quayu. That's not what I wanted. Cloudflare Quayu docs. Where is... I want to make sure that it's remote. I wonder if this has something to do with, okay, local development.
Functions describe
Can I make this
the
remote?
world.
All right, let's make sure I'm not doing anything stupid in my code quick. So we know we're getting those events now. Let's jump back over to server. Yeah, if we see here dog, that means it's getting to here. I guess we could put the here. And then I could try down to here. And we should see that log still. Yeah, we do. So we're still getting to the right spot. And we would see a console error log if it didn't work, because it would return here and that would come back up to here and we would hit this error right here, and it's returning okays, right? So we can just like, just to be completely sure. I think this has something to do with remote dev. Remote. There it is. We'll just kill the server. And we'll rerun the server, and now we should be good. And let's try that again. Okay, so I have an interview for a backend position on this Friday. I've been so out of touch with backend related stuff, so I don't even know what to prepare any voice chat. I don't even know. Just try your best. So we have it remote. Do I have to... Delivery delay. Why? Do we have to run it with like remote true? The support for remote bindings in Wrangler Dev is now a replacement for Wrangler Dev Remote. Okay. Don't tell me what to do. It says this is remote. We see this? I mean, we can even like, to like for sure hit, we can come up here and in like just here, we can do a c dot m dot context execution dot wait until, and we can do does this just take a straight up promise? Yeah, it does. So we can do c.env.queu.send, and we'll just do like I don't know, message hello world. Does this have to be serialized, do we think? Queue options, what we got here? Content type, do I have JSON? And is this, what does this return? That returns void. All right, so if we do that, we restart the server. I hit local.mulroy.dev /cftwitch. Hello, Hono. And we should actually do like a dot catch, and we'll do a console.error. Then we'll know if that fails. And we can come over here again and refresh. We can probably do a dot then actually. And we'll get a, instead of console.error, we'll do a console.log. All right, so we're getting undefined. Let's do this. Does this even get a body? Void, okay. Success. Oh no. Great success. Great success. I'm not convinced that queues work with remote bindings. No consumers attached. Do I, oh, maybe I have to attach a consumer. I might not have read the docs closely enough. This might be a read the fucking manual problem. Ooh, I'm a big dummy. All right, so we need to write a consumer. This guy will create a consumer worker with Wrangler tail. So we're gonna make a tail worker. Start a log tailing session for workers. Okay. I didn't read the docs because I'm dumb. The beauty about consumer being down is that your consumers are globally distributed on V8 isolates, and they're not going to be down unless oh shit, how do I do this with Hono? Export. Don't just put everything on USC one. It's true. So this should have like a fetch on it, right? Yeah, it does. So we can do like export default. Fetch is going to be app.fetch.bind app. I don't even know if I need to do that, but we'll do it just in case. And then we want you. let's say this is going to be as const. We don't even need as const. This will just be satisfies. Was it worker entry point? I never remember the exported handler, env. There we go. Batch.messages. All right, so this is still working. In fact, I want to see if I can get away with, is this working? Do I need to do the bind? I don't need to do the bind. Great. Let's hit you. Boom. Great success. I don't see our consumer running though. Oh, because I didn't set the consumer up in the freaking Wrangler file. Boom. Consumed a queue message. Consumed a queue message. Would you look at that, chat? I just had to read the docs. I don't believe that this is correct. Unless we have to set this to remote as well. No. Okay. We at least have our consumer now. I think the next thing we want to do is add a durable object. So I'm thinking, like, architecturally wise, what I want to happen is I want all events coming in to get into this queue, and then this queue like pipes off to different durable objects. That's the idea. Yeah, that's a spa problem, not a. Yeah. It might be because it's all local. But whatever. So I want a durable object for managing the raffle. So we're gonna offload the raffle from the current system to our new one. So Wrangler dash help. I don't know what the namespace for durable objects is. In fact, I think I have a PR ready. Version. Minor issues. Let's take this and we're going to Control G this. We're gonna paste. No. Fix this. No. Create a technical, concise, step-by-step plan to fix all issues. Ultra think. I'm working on a PR. Well, I'm having Claude work on a PR for adding shell completions to Wrangler for Fish, Zeesh, and Bash. Which would solve the exact problem I'm having right now. So we want durable objects. Where do I add a durable object? Am I blind? KV, queues, R2, D1, vectorize, hyperdrive, certs, pages, blah, 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 secrets, workflow, pipelines. Return objects. Is there not a Wrangler command for adding durable objects? Am I dumb? There's gotta be a reason for that. Oh, I can search docs. I mean, that did not work at all. I want to, there's so many things I want to fix. I'm adding that to paper cuts. Our Wrangler docs doesn't append a query param for searches. All right, so we need to create a new durable object. Get started.
Functions describe the world.
Quick start. Yeah. Okay. We're gonna copy this. We're gonna yoink that. We're gonna copy that over here. I didn't mention tomorrow. Prometheus has me. Tomorrow I got the okay and the ask to work on some open source for Cloudflare. We're gonna build a Prometheus exporter for Cloudflare metrics that you can just deploy and it will work. It's got like 50 different Cloudflare metrics, so we're gonna build that tomorrow in stream. Dane already took a shot at it and he tried building it with Effect. So we're gonna go through, I don't know if we're gonna use Effect, but yeah, we're gonna deploy it as a worker. And the architecture, I talked about this a little bit at the beginning of stream, but there's only like 5 people here. The architecture is there's gonna be the basically worker entry point. There'll be have like slash metrics, and then there's going to be a coordinator durable object that has an aggregate of all the 50 metrics, and then we're going to partition another durable object. So we'll fan out and we'll have 50 durable objects, one per metric, and those will be running on an alarm. So each of those durable objects is going to refresh its metrics every X seconds, and when it refreshes, it's going to call back to the coordinator and push metrics into the coordinator. And then when somebody hits slash metrics, it's just going to pull the freshest metrics from the coordinator one. And this works really well because it gets around the limitation. Not that I think this would be a real performance limitation, but like workers have this constraint or limitation that they can only have 6 outbound connections at once. So if you do something like promise.all and like fire off 100 requests, there's only 6 of them actively working at a time, and the runtime will basically queue it, and as one closes, it'll open another one. So you don't get like technically true concurrency beyond 6. And doing it this way, fanning it out to durable workers, like you get like massive parallelization. So we're gonna do that tomorrow. Yeah, that is a documented thing. It's a right. Is it limits? No. Configuration. I just want workers. Outgoing worker limits. Right here. Simultaneous requests, open connections. 6. Where's the 6? I know it's here. Simultaneous outgoing connection request. Yeah. So it'll basically queue it for you. You don't have to think about it. You can write your code like normal, but knowing that that's a limitation, your requests. So like if you do that promise.all thing, right? Let's say you launch 6 requests that each take 2 seconds to finish. Request 7 won't start until 2 seconds in. But by doing it the way I'm designing it with these durable objects, like you get completely free massive parallelization. So basically they'll have their own cron. Yeah, each durable workers have this thing called the alarm API, which is basically like within the durable object itself, you can schedule work to happen in the future with like, like this dot set alarm 30 seconds. And then it'll trigger when the alarm runs, and that's just going to go and fetch the fresh data, cache it locally, and push to the upstream. What up, hard worker? Let's see here. I had durable objects and then I lost it. Some hair metal. Let's go. Just let me get started. Maybe I can I'm gonna write this as a paper cut. Why can't I create a DO with Wrangler? Copy. Let's see if we can just go to the dashboard and create one. Yeah, this must be watching a deployed consumer, which is strange. Durable objects. Can I not create one from here? Why is it so hard to create a durable object? We're gonna fix this. All right, we're gonna come in here. I'll paste that in. You get that fixed. We're gonna say this is gonna be it's not the key. Keyboard raffle do, and this will be, oh god, we'll say the class name will be keyboard raffle do, right? And script name, environment, yeah, whatever, it's fine. Then we need to go make our, let's go in here and say like durable objects. Durable objects. And we'll say keyboard raffle dot ts, and then let's grab the code for this. View SQLite storage backend. Oh, we do want that. Let's grab that too. We'll go to Wrangler and we'll do that. This is going away. They're working on a better API for durable objects and migrations. I know that for a fact. Paste that. And we'll jump back to our keyboard raffle. And let's grab the code for just basic. What's cool is we can start tracking everybody's roles and like have leaderboards, right? Let's say like we have this table. Let's prototype out a table. We might need multiple tables. So let's say, let's make this search and destroy. We'll have a role, right? And the role is gonna have a user display name, we'll say, and that'll be a string. And we'll have role, which will be a number, winning number, which will be a number. We'll have like timestamps, I guess. Roll that date. And we can like, we'll have like an index on status, and this will just be win or lost. And then this will let us do like interesting queries, right? Like we can query like, closest, who's been closest. So let's write the SQL for this. Let's jump to a new file here, and we're just gonna say dot squeal. We want to write the table. Create table roles. Oh god, it's been so long since I've done squeal. Do I have an active LSP in here? No, I don't. Mason. We'll go to Mason, and we'll go down to squeal. It's this one. What is the most popular SQL LSP? Very good. Squeal S. Yeah, we'll install this one. Failed to install Squeal S. Very good. It's because I don't have Go installed. That's annoying. Just distribute it as a binary, dog. Alright, we'll just do this in data grip. The TSGO LSP isn't completely finished yet, I don't think. We'll just say this is gonna be Twitch, CF Twitch. Okay. This window. And we're just gonna create a new data source real quick. Data source, and we're gonna do some squeal light. Squeal light. We'll just say kb.squeal-light. Great. Fine, okay. And then we're gonna come in here, and we're gonna be like doing some set SQLite, please. I'm clicking set SQLite. SQLite project. Okay, that did do it. Create table roles. We want. We'll just have. What do we want to do? We'll just have ID, integer, primary key, auto increment. Then we'll have, oh, does that not? I always forget the syntax here. Then we'll have user display name. We'll do user display underscore name, and this will be text, not null. Is it a comma? Yeah. And then we'll do, what did I say it was going to be?
Can you back up? I don't want you in my face. No, thank you. I said good morning.
We want
Okay.
role, which will be a integer. Dude, this song was such a hit in 2015. Winning number. Int not null. Status. Does SQLite have enums? We can use check constraints. Okay. Whoa. Yo, that guy just got so cold in here. Status text check status in win lose. I don't know how to jump to the error here. Not all my keybinds went over. When will TS6.0 be released? I feel like they've got to be getting close, because TypeScript 6 isn't the full migration to TypeScript Go. It's like it's basically like the holding ground where APIs are like stable and then the switch over. So we got status, and then we want rolled at a SQLite date. So we'll do text, and then we have the lexicographic, lexicographic. I don't even know how to say that. Okay, so it'll be text not null, not null. We'll do that. And then we want whatever. We don't need to worry about indexes right now. So we want this. This will be our table.
Wait. Stop.
And how do we do this? Get started. Create a worker. Isn't there like a thing to run the migrations that's like block concurrency while or something like that? It's yeah. There's probably a example of migrations in here.
Bye.
You going to work?
No.
Yeah. Bye. Love you.
Love you.
Will you bump that space heater on low and set it to rotate? Thanks.
You mute it quick. Goodbye.
Bye. Where I just want to know life cycle. No, I don't care about that. Examples. I want tutorials. Yeah, here we go. Migrations. I want to just find the docs on migrations, but I'm feeling lazy. SQL, this context SQL. Initialize seats. So we basically want that in the block concurrency while. In the constructor, I think, is probably where we want that. So I think we can come over here and let's come back to this create table if not exists. Yeah. Oh, 7 down, yoink that. Come over to our code editor. We can do our little stream layout.
Functions describe the world.
So in the constructor, we can come in here and we can say this dot context dot block concurrency while, and that is going to take a callback, little thunky action here, and we'll drop into here and we'll say this dot how do I get to my squeal? Is it on the context? This dot squeal. This dot squeal. No, context. Okay, so I kind of like that pattern. That's a nice, I'll say private, read only, squeal is equal to this dot context dot storage dot squeal. SQL storage. And then we can say this dot squeal dot exec. Actually, I just want to find the docs on durable object migrations, because like this could be, it should be fine actually. Durable objects migrations. There we go. Migration. Oh, so is this not for? It's not for migrating the squeal. Okay, so we're fine then. So we can come up here and we'll say, let's just say const create table equals baby, don't you cry, things gonna be alright. Little baby, I told you tonight. So then we should be able to start writing some helper functions here. We should be able to say like Let's see if this even works. Right. Let's do Wrangler types. And let's go to definition on that. Okay, we have our durable object. And let's just do like a say hello on that. Let's just say hello. And we'll say console.log hello. We'll say hello name. This will take a name. String Wrangler types. And then in our consumer, we should be able to like let's just say m dot keyboard raffle do dot maybe don't you try I'm gonna sing for you, everything for you, try. I was just thinking how many projects you've left incomplete. I just want to feel better. Dude, my GitHub is a graveyard of started and not completed projects. But that's okay, because every single one of those things we've started and worked on has taught me something and made me a better developer for it. So you know what? It's not about the destination. It's about the journey. How do I call to this thing? Get by name. Say this is just keyboard raffle. And the friends we made along the way. That's right. That's that ADHD development, bro. It's true. Why does my stub not have my types on it? How do we... Do I need the fetch? I must need to implement the fetch. I love Hans Zimmer. Dude, I listen to Hans Zimmer. One of the soundtracks that I put on to focus is the Dunkirk soundtrack. We want to get the RPC. So we want I want to Does this not automatically type it for you? Shouldn't Wrangler be smart enough to generate? It has the class name. Like, right, we have the class name. Or right here. Oh. I see. I named it wrong. So this might be my fault. There we go. I don't even know if I need this. Probably not. Alright, let's run regular types again. And I want to see if that created... Dude, that's kind of really annoying. Like, it should be able to do that. Be like, and this is recursive. Okay. It's kind of annoying. That's fine. We can live with that. We can do like just type bindings. Actually, we'll do interface bindings extends Cloudflare.env, and then we'll override the you. We'll paste that there, and this will be a durable. How did that want it to happen? Durable object with the class. Okay. And this will be keyboard raffle do. Durable object namespace. That's so annoying.
Functions describe the world.
Oh, what is this stupid type helper? I've definitely tweeted about this. Can I search Twitter? Search tweets. I want to look for unify intersection. Yeah, there it is. That's the type I want. K in key of T and unknown. Okay. So let me go ahead and just make that type quick. And we're just going to do unify intersection .ts. Save that. Should add this to my export type unify intersection takes a t, and it's going to equal k in key of t, and it's going to be tk, and then we union it with unknown. Yeah. So this has a nice trick. Check this out, chat. So when we have this type here, this unify intersection, it's going to make our one type that we were just looking at. Like, you see how this bindings type is like this weird intersection type where it's like Cloudflare env and this other thing. So we can come in here and say unify intersection, and we can pass that in as a generic. And now check what this type ends up looking like. Boom, nice and pretty. Look at that. Let's see here. So that means we should have now our stub dot, we should have say hello in there. LSP restart. Why? Cloudflare env. This is actually bindings. Why? Durable object namespace and that's so annoying. That's subtly so annoying. Um, okay, so now when we get a raffle redemption for we should see that say hello log happen. Maybe not. Oh, it's a promise. It's a promise. So let's await that. And we go. Can I really not go to definition on that? That's annoying. This is why we need an LSP. Oh. Auto increment is only allowed on integer primary key. Does it need to be integer? Is that like a limitation of... Actually, we'll just try to run this in data grip, and I would expect to get the same error. Yeah. What? Did that work? Okay, it didn't create. Auto increment is only... Oh, yeah, right there. So does this need to be... can we do like %s on int and make that integer and then run this? There we go. I would have hoped that. Just... Hello, foobar. There it is. All right. Excellent. Let's go. We're cooking. All right. So now, let's write a function called roll, and we can come get this from our old impl. We need to get a how do we want this architecture to work? Because in here we have like this huge, this pub subsystem where like even sending Twitch messages goes through pub sub, and there's a worker that is dedicated to sending Twitch chat messages. So if we look at send Twitch chat, this thing is just going to get messages and then send. I don't know if we need to do that. I think we could probably have a durable object that's responsible for Twitch chats. Yeah. We could have a durable object that just does that. What is the alternative here? We could just attach the Twerple client to the context. Let's see how we do that with Hono. That might be the better idea. Hono context. We want to set. This should be type safe too. Pass the variables as generics to the constructor Hono to make it type safe. Yeah. What's interesting is I think we have this in our we wrote like some let's write out this worker quick though. So we'll say role for user, right? And this is going to get we don't even need to get role for user. This can just be role. And let's vsplit. We made a message already somewhere in server. We don't need you. Don't need you. G. Yeah, we can get rid of this for now. Is a requester, display name, event ID, reward ID. A roll board command? What would that do, Suyash? And we'll const winning number is going to equal math.random. I never remember how to do this. Times math.random. It's going to give me a number between, yeah, so if we multiply by 10,000, and we want to floor, or do we want to round? Why floor? Why? This seems fine, right? What are the bounds of this? 0 to 10,000. Inclusive or exclusive? Whatever. You guys technically get a 1 in 10,001% chance. There. Function generate number. And we'll say const rolled number. And we want to then can I make a prepared statement here? This dot squeal dot statement dot. How do I use this thing? Find. Let's go find this. Durable objects prepared statement. Prepared statements. Durable. Does the SQLite I want to do, how do I do bindings? How do I prevent SQL injection? What does pragma table list do? Okay. Okay, so I can just pass it. I'm guessing I can't just do statement SQL like storage statement. Can I? What's this take? A query string? All right, fine. Insert. I need the editor to do this. Insert into roles. Was it values? I never remember this syntax. Values. Insert into roles. Hold on. I actually think we can do one, two, three, five. There's five. Values, and then we take this, and the first one is the requester. Just so we'll do redemption dot requester display name, and then we'll do what's the next one? Requester display name, role winning number, rolled number, winning number, status, winning number equals, we'll say rolled number equals, actually, const status. Win, otherwise lose. Win, lose. Should probably be lost. We'll delete our storage locally. Status. And then we need SQLite date insert example. Date time now. So we can take this, we can say date time and say now. Delete this. Const x equals cursor. And then we probably have to go delete our local state v3 durable object. We can delete this stuff. And we'll restart the dev server, and that will give us a new object. I get to know there's a situation where a number can be 0, but generated number will never be 0. They're using the same code to be rolled. All right, so we should be able to connect to our SQLite database. Let's delete this. We can delete it. Move data source, and we can add a new data source. And it'll be SQLite. And we'll say, we'll go find this. It's not under there. It's going to be under code, personal, CF Twitch. Where's CF Twitch? CF Twitch. I hate that I can't see hidden files. So annoying. What's the command? Show hidden folders finder. Command shift dot. Command. Here, I'm just gonna do it over here to make sure. Command shift doesn't work. Of course not. That's a limitation of data grip. So let's just go grab the actual file path. I'm gonna have to wrap up here in a second, but I want to get this working. Keyboard raffle. Wrangler, State, B3, DO. There should be stuff in here. What did I do wrong? Oh, I'm not initializing the thing. We can do this up here while we have the event. We'll just do we'll do this the easy way. It's not gonna give me the type. All right, we'll do this tomorrow. We're close. We'll get that working tomorrow, and then we'll start building the Prometheus exporter. Giacomo. All right, y'all. Have a great Tuesday. Is he just getting started, or is he? Yeah, he's just getting started. Cool. All right, y'all.